A billionaire, an orphan, a genius who was broken himself. He saw something in a 15-year-old kid that the entire world missed, and guys, he was absolutely right. Wait, first tell me, have you ever actually thought about why Tony Stark chose Spider-Man? There were so many powerful heroes, Captain America, Thor, Vision, yet he picked a kid with a school bag. The answer will change the way you see everything. Tony Stark was a man who spent his whole life proving people wrong, but one time, just one time, he gave someone else the chance to prove themselves right. And that someone was Peter Parker. Today we're going to decode how Tony knew from day one that this kid was different, and every single proof will give you chills. Civil War. Tony Stark has every resource imaginable, shield connections, satellites, billion-dollar technology. But how did he find Spider-Man? On YouTube, a grainy video, a kid stopping bike thieves, no fancy suit, no training, no backup, just pure instinct and an unshakable sense of responsibility. Tony watched that video and made his decision in 1 second. Because Tony understood. A real hero isn't someone who's powerful. A real hero is someone who does the right thing, even before they have the power. And Peter was doing exactly that. Nobody noticed. Tony noticed. In Homecoming, Tony took Peter's suit away. People thought Tony is being cruel. No, guys. Tony deliberately created that moment. If you're nothing without the suit, then you shouldn't have it. That line was a mirror. Tony himself once hid behind the suit. Anxiety, fear, loneliness, everything locked inside the armor. He didn't want Peter making the same mistake, so he took the suit and watched. Would Peter stop? Would he break? Peter put on a homemade suit, grabbed a school bag, and caught Vulture alone. No Stark tech, no backup, no one. That's exactly what Tony needed to see. Confirmed. This kid isn't a hero because of the suit. He's a hero because of who he is. A lot of people say Tony never made Peter a full Avenger, meaning he didn't value him. Think about it the other way. Tony Stark had personally seen what being an Avenger costs. Sleepless nights, PTSD, relationships destroyed, a person hollowed out from the inside. He didn't want to push a 15-year-old kid into that world. Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. That wasn't an insult. That was a father's advice from a man who wished someone had told him, "Kid, live your life first, then save the world." Tony never had that person, so he became that person for Peter. New York. Thanos' army arrives. Tony's first instinct? Go home, Peter. He meant it. But when Peter didn't listen, what did Tony do? Let him struggle? No. He gave him the Iron Spider suit. Mid-battle. Instantly. No questions. No hesitation. Because Tony knew, if this kid is going to fight, he fights with the best protection possible. That was love. Tony Stark style. And when Peter turned to dust, "I don't want to go, Mr. Stark." Tony's breakdown wasn't just grief. That was a father watching his son die, and there was nothing he could do. In Endgame, Tony snapped, knew he wouldn't survive, did it anyway. In No Way Home, what did Peter do? Sacrificed his identity, destroyed every relationship, erased himself from the memory of everyone he ever loved, just so others could be safe. No suit, no Stark tech, no backup, just the person that Tony recognized in a YouTube video. "I am Iron Man." Tony said it. Peter proved, so is he. Tony Stark didn't see a broken, lonely kid from Queens. He saw the version of himself that got the right guidance. So he mentored him, tested him, protected him, loved him, in his own way. Tony was right about Peter Parker from the very first second. And this is the most underrated relationship in the entire MCU, one that was never officially labeled. But every single one of us felt it. Like this if it hit different. Subscribe to the channel and comment below. Was Tony the greatest MCU mentor ever? Agree or disagree?